Hey everybody, this is Felicia. You have to excuse my voice, something's going on with it. Um, I'm here today with a layout with some photos. It took me a little while to actually get the guts to do this layout. I've had these photos for a little while, and it is a layout of Napa. Now, I live probably about maybe 50, no, actually less than that, about 50 minutes away from Napa. And I don't know for sure if anybody has ever heard of the earthquake that happened here last year, of course. And it was pretty scary because we felt it, and like I said, I live in a small little area by a university, and we felt that in the middle of the night, pretty much. It was very interesting to get up the next morning to hear about what happened the next day. And earthquakes, if you guys are aware, are common here in California. Um, not necessarily huge ones or big ones, but you get a lot of like aftershocks and trembles and things like that. Oh, you have to pardon me. I think I'm texting one of my kids on there. Anyway, sorry about that. So this photo is of a building that I got a real close-up look at and saw all the damage. There was tons of damage in Napa. It was kind of scary because there was houses knocked off their foundations. You could see that. There was a lot of places that had a lot of red tape, and which means that they, in other words, they couldn't be occupied, and it was just really interesting to have to feel that in the middle of the night and thinking that you're being jolted, and then next thing you get up the next day and this is what you hear. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and map these photos on some of the far away pattern paper, and I found the perfect match that kind of looks like the same color as the brick and everything. And that building that had the most damage, which they are going to, they're trying to figure out if they're going to fix it or if they're going to condemn it. So it's a historical building. It's one of the oldest buildings in Napa, and it's just really kind of sad, but you know. And yes, Napa does have some of the best wine. Oh boy. So if you ever come to California, just look me up and we can probably go take a ride there to Napa. So what I'm going to be doing here is got the doilies and everything cut, and I put half on the top and half on the bottom underneath that tag there. And that is a tag that I'm going to make into a banner. It has a little bit of gray in it, and I'm going to put it right up at the top there on top of that doily. The outfits that I'm using right there are also from the Far Away kit as well. So this happened in 2014. I'm going to put 2014 on there. Um, and then I'm looking for something to put beside the 2014 in my little jar there. So like I said, it was really interesting to experience that. I haven't experienced an earthquake and tremble here in California in a long time. I think, as a matter of fact, it's been a good solid 10 years. And I know everybody say, well, why do you live in California? Because of the weather. That's why. And the beaches. And I mean, it's a big state. You can go up and down this state, and yeah, I just love it here. So now here is where I make quite a few errors. I'm getting ready to, at least. I adhere all of this stuff, including the photo, down, and I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to put pattern paper back there, which you'll see me pop up with it later because I pulled it out and then I forgot. And I forgot. So I started getting a little frustrated with myself once I realized that I forgot there. Um, and then I started making more mistakes. Um, so here you're going to see me make quite a few mistakes here. And I wasn't really too happy with that because I'm normally organized, and I think I was on fumes this day, because I was tired. I've been kind of tired this week because I work 10-hour days, so I'm was really little feeling it. In other words, I was feeling some sleep there. But I decided to get this out so I could stay on track with making sure I get some videos out. My goals are to get at least 2 out per week. And if I could do more, then I do more. So that sticker too, right there, I made into a banner. It came from the Cosmo Cricut sheet for Studio Calico, so I'm going to use that. But I'm trying to figure out where to put it. I finally settled for the bottom, and I put it down at the bottom there. Got it all situated. I don't know if anybody has felt really tired when they're trying to scrapbook and things seem to be just not going in the right spot. That's exactly what happened here. Oh my goodness, I tell you. But like I said, if any of you guys ever want to come to California, I suggest a few places to visit, and Napa is one of them. Okay, you'll really, really like Napa. And then Lake Tahoe, of course, which is where I just came from um, last weekend. So I'm going to be doing some layouts on that here hopefully soon. And let's see, so Lake Tahoe, Napa, um, the Redwoods, Yosemite, the northern Redwoods there, where I think it was Humboldt County. Those are really big, really beautiful, and they have the world's oldest tree in California up there. And let's see, the beaches, you got to visit the beaches, and you have to visit the lighthouses here. So I know I didn't say Hollywood. I know I didn't say Los Angeles because it's so congested down there, and it's just blah. I don't even, I used to live down in LA, and I don't ever want to go back down there to live again now that I've been up here in Northern California. So I like it. And of course, San Francisco. You got to go visit San Francisco. And you got to go visit the piers. You got to go visit the Cricket Street, you know. Anyway, enough rambling about my state. All my kids were born here, so now I'm going to be settling here on 3 clusters of wood veneer stars, and the wood veneer stars are from my stash, and I don't quite remember exactly where they came from. All right, so here is where I run into some frustration right here. That pattern paper was supposed to go under there, and so I had to pull it up and just kind of get it wedged under there. And usually I leave, some space so that I can do that, but completely forgotten. And I had to adhere down there, of course, and making sure that the stars didn't fall off, making sure everything else is laid down. And then I realized, as you can see there to the right there, the wood veneer frame. I forgot I was supposed to put that down. It was supposed to mimic the crisscross or the diamond shapes there in the fence that I was behind taking that photo because they wouldn't let you get close. And I forgot to put that down too. So this is one of the videos that I'm like, oh my, what am I thinking? I mean, I really need to get some sleep here. So um, and at first I wasn't going to do it, and then I looked at it, and then I said, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll do it. And you can see here that I'm trying to get it stuck down properly because it started kind of poking up. And then I realized that, oh, I forgot this wood veneer. So I cut off everything at the edges because I wanted to have that look. And I ended up tucking it, and it went behind there. Okay, that one did fine. But when I go to the bottom to put the other one on, it was giving me a little bit of a hard time. Thank goodness for speeding up these videos, or else you would have seen me fool around with that piece of that wood veneer forever. So there, I just put it down there so I get it down there, and I keep having to re-glue that star, and then I had to put glue on the wood veneer part so it can not bulge up, and pardon my head. So it was one of those nights at that time. I know it doesn't look like it, but It was. It really was. So here I am, it's squeezing some of that that multi-medium, sorry, that multi-matte glue down there. Um, and then, of course, some of the corners on the pattern paper kept sticking up. I don't mind it sticking up, but I didn't want the corners sticking up like they were going to fly away. So I finally get some glue dots there, and I get it all situated. So I chose to journal on my layout. I haven't done that in forever. I usually journal on something and then journal directly on the layout, but this time I had a lot to say, and it was just saying that how I like living in California, but I do not like the earthquakes. So, and they were very scary, and it made me very nervous because, they don't, they're kind of harsh. Alrighty, so here I'm going to put some alphas down, and I'm going to spell out Napa. And if you want to eat at Napa, there are two great 5-star restaurants in Napa that the food is awesome. And then you get your wine to go with it. I mean, they really know their wine there. Alrighty, so there you have it, guys. Take care, and thanks for watching.